Special teams under Minnesota Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer have not been ideal, right? So you look at Blair Walsh, Shank at the bank. I think that 2015 Vikings team probably beats the Cardinals on the road in the division round. Maybe they win the Super Bowl against Gary Kubiak and the Broncos, Super Bowl 50. I don't know. A lot of things could have happened. Then you get rid of Cobra Kai. Even though he was nails, he was a stud. Oh, but he misses PATs. He hits field goals. And then you draft Daniel Carlson, the pride of Auburn, just like a 6'5", just like Nordic god in the 5th round, and he's terrible. You cut him after 2 weeks. And then he gets fixed. It's like, take a quarter step, inch step that way, and you'll be good. And then you'll be an all-pro with the Raiders coming up. You just watch. And then Kari Vedvik from the Ravens. I mean, the Ravens, John Harbaugh being a special teams coach, just completely con artisting the Vikings there. There's like, we got Justin Tucker. Yeah, we got Sam Cook. I was like, this kid, Corey Vedvik, he's a great punter and kicker. You should probably give us a 5th-round pick, even though he cannot punt nor kick. Yeah, that was great. And then you get rid of Ryan Quigley down under. He was a great punter. He was actually good. And then you replace him with Matt Weil, who's a bad punter and also terrible at holding because he had never held before. Yeah, what could go wrong? Dan Bailey was initially terrible, so bad that you actually did trade that 5th-round pick for Corey Vedvik. And then you hold on to Mike Reefer for way too long. But other than that, it's been pretty good. Right? But the Vikings have finally got it right. Dan Bailey got his head out of his ass and is starting to kick like Dan Bailey of old, the most accurate kicker in NFL history like he was. Britton Colquitt coming over from the Browns has been an absolute godsend. 7th-round pick, Air Force long snapper. Austin Cutting has been a stud as far as I can tell the quality of a long snapper. Well, so I can't tell what a good long snapper is, but I can tell what a bad long snapper is. And Austin Cutting is not bad, so there you go. And also new special teams coordinator Marwan Maalouf, who came aboard last season, has been a galvanizing force on special teams. So it's great. It's phenomenal. And Maalouf spoke to the Media Jackals on Wednesday about continuity on special teams. He said this, quote, "There's so much uncertainty now. For us to have those 3 guys that worked together before is a tremendous plus for us. When Spielman and I spoke in the offseason, hopefully, about getting these guys to be Vikings for a while. I don't think this was the year to experiment with getting different bodies in here. And let's face it, I didn't want any different bodies. No bodies." Yeah. All right, so Dan Bailey, free agent. Vikings eventually inked him up to a multi-year deal. And Dan Bailey, like we said, he was amazing last year. 27 to 29 on field goals. 4th most accurate kicker in the league. Was also 3 for 3 from 50-plus yards. I remember he barely had a job. Like before that Corey Vedvik trade, he was terrible. He was ass. And then Vedvik gets here, then Dan Bailey's like, I should start kicking good. I should start doing better. It's just amazing. Like, hey, Dan Bailey, how about you just start kicking better instead of us having to light a 5th-round pick on fire? How about that, huh? Yeah, and also this in juxtaposition with his 2018 when he hit 21 of 28 field goals, 75%, least accurate kicker in the league. He also kicked 75% his final season in Dallas 2017. But there you go. The Vikings finally have a kicker. Plus Colquitt, been around the league for a number of years as a great holder as well as was a phenomenal punter. PFF's 4th highest graded punter at 74.1. Also, his 42.6 net yards per punt was 6th in the league, as well as had 0 touchbacks, 0 goose egg. That's also anecdotal stat that, not anecdotal, but you know what I mean, a stat that Ryan Quigley spoke to his quality, just because having control as opposed to just booting out of the back of the end zone like Matthew Wild did, like Chris Cluey did to a degree too. I mean, and also trusting in his coverage units. And the return in coverage units have been very solid under Marwan Maalouf, minus the Marcus Sherrill's return. That didn't end up great, but, and as Maalouf alluded to with the weird offseason due to coronavirus shutdowns, it's really nice having that continuity because Dan Bailey and Britton Colquitt have 19 years of combined experience. Austin Cutting has been dynamite as a long snapper so far. So just having, that battery, that trio of dudes who you don't have to worry about, that's one less thing that Zimmer has to worry about, right? Because, man, like how many times during the Zimmer regime has just been one kick, one bad snap, one bad hold, one this, one that, decided a game, and also penultimately decided a season. Yeah, just one less thing to worry about. Just please, everyone stay healthy. No one get the Rona. Everyone stay good. Billy keep his head away from his buttocks orifice. That'd be great. Let's do all that. All right, so your thoughts, continuity, Vikings special teams, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us up on the Venmo. Please give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skol, production value.